Hey, everybody. Mm. Happy Thursday. I hope you enjoyed your Cinco. I took a personal holiday. And I regret nothing. Um, oh, I want to say hi to my parents and hi to all of my family and friends who watch this show. Hey, Kiki. I have a friend here today. I'm pet sitting my friend's fur baby, and she goes by the name of Kiki. Ooh, sorry, Kiki. Kiki, say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, Kiki. All right, all right. You go over there, or you go where you want. Okay. 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 Folks, not foolish. Why are you going in the bathroom, sir? Okay. There we go. Okay. We're all shared out on our platforms. I've got my water. We've got some great stories tonight. If you like pistachios, we've got a story for you. If you have been are a fan of Meghan Markle or you've been following the royal family story, we've got a story for you. Your favorite candy maker is not very sweet on these cannabis edibles companies, and you're going to find out why. And Uber does not want people. Uber's out here trying to, hold it down for Uber. But we've got all of those stories for you today. We're going to get started in a couple minutes. Plus, we have Hey Cynthia 39. Plus, we have our NPL nugget. Da da da. Cynthia 39. Did you have the show yesterday? You said you was gonna be here. Did you hold it down for the crew? I was eating tacos. Mm-hmm. I bet. I was eating tacos, sir. All right, we're getting started very shortly. So, get what you need to get right. Toby, why? No. See, all right. So I'm pet sitting for a friend tonight, and now Toby wants to act like he's all up under me, even though when I be calling him, he acts like he don't hear me. My son is a con artist. All right, it's time to get going, guys. Let's go. All right, welcome. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my 3 times a week live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, and you are wondering who is this lady on the internet and why is she talking to me, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation, getting your EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, making sure you have appropriate contracts for clients and partners. brand protection strategies so people don't steal your business ideas, and hiring and training strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination. These are all things that I help you with. Why am I qualified to help you do these things? I'm very happy that you asked. I am a licensed attorney, have been one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it. So that is why I'm here. So if you're in the startup phase of your business and you need, a friend who's, understands a little bit about the law to help you navigate those steps to making your business legitimate, give me a ring, set up an appointment with me. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. That is the only link on my bio and Instagram and all over my page on Facebook at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. You can book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you're a first-time client. You can also download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. At linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, you can also find access to, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and to the podcast. So if you ever miss a live broadcast, you can, rewatch on your own. I know a lot of you like to rewatch the things. That's what I see by the numbers. Yes, as well, you can access many of my digital products at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. This month and for the next few months, we're going to be focusing on intellectual property. This month specifically trademarks. So you can pick up my Protect Your Biz ebook bundle for $29.97 at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. And last but not least, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can get your NPL Legal Dish merch, your mugs, your t-shirts. I don't have the t-shirt on tonight, but you can check any of the other videos I have them on. The mugs are super cute. But yeah, everything, however you want to catch up with me, it's all at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, okay? All right. Now that I have shilled my wares, we can get to the show. So for those of you who might be watching and you're like, I don't know what this is. This is my first time. This is how the show works. I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites. Two of the stories that we have tonight were from one of our faithful viewers. I also pull stories anywhere I find an interesting story, and I pull the ones that have business lessons that we can learn, out here in these business streets, and we talk about them. So this is a time for us to get into a conversation. I want your questions. I want your comments, as long as they are what? Respectful. All right. I will be asking you questions. I will be asking you to put, things in the comment box, as long as you are not driving. If you're driving while you're watching, keep your hands on that wheel. All right. Okay, so let's get started. And we are going to, before we even get into our stories, we do have to do our NPL nugget. Hey, friend. This month, I told you we are focusing on trademarks. This week, we defined what intellectual property was, and we also defined what a trademark is. Today, we are defining what a copyright is, okay? Actually, no. We'll save that for next month. Today we are we're going to talk about what you can trademark. Like, what are the items? What are the things that you can trademark, right? Now, hey, Clyde's Hemp. Now, we all know, people want to trademark logos, but there are several things that you can trademark. And if you want the full list, you can pick up my trademark toolkit when you get the Protect Your Biz ebook bundle. But here are just some of the things that you can trademark. You can trademark a fictitious name, like a word that you make up. You can trademark your own name. If you look at my, or somebody's name. If you look at my posts today, I posted a very interesting fact. There is an Italian company. They used to be a clothing company. Now it seems they've switched over to electronics. But they trademarked the name Steve Jobs and named their clothing company, now electronics company, Steve Jobs, because neither Steve Jobs nor Apple trademarked the name. Okay, so yeah, you can trademark fictitious words, names, sounds. Like if you think about the NBC jingle, or that guy who does the wrestling, Let's Get Ready to Rumble. You can trademark colors. Think about Tiffany blue. Think about the Starbucks green. Think about T-Mobile's magenta. Hi, 76 Grimke. So what did we say? We said you can trademark a logo, a fictitious name, a person's name, a sound. You can also trademark a smell. I think we said this the last show. Play-Doh successfully trademarked a smell a couple of years ago. That is not the exhaustive list, but those are just some of the things that you can trademark. Again, if you want the full shebang on what you can actually trademark, pick up the Protect Your Biz ebook bundle at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Okay. All right, so now it's time to get started. 76 Grimke, you showed up right on time. We are starting with your stories, my dear. Y'all, I told y'all 76 Grimke, she's like the unofficial writing team. She just be sending the stories over. Okay. So first story that we have for today. If you like pistachios, give me some type of peanut or pistachio emoji. Or a P. If you like pistachios, give me something that represents a pistachio to you in the comments. I don't know if you guys have seen those commercials lately of it's like an elephant, a CGI elephant, and he's just talking about how much he loves pistachios. That commercial is by the thank you 76 Grimke, is by the company Wonderful Pistachios. But thank you Sincere 39. But I found out today that there is another, nut and seed company out here called Nut Cravings, and they do pretty much the same thing that Wonderful Pistachios do. They sell packaged nuts and seeds. And Wonderful's Pistachios is a little upset with Nut Cravings because they say that Nut Cravings is, hijacking their package design. Now, if you go to Wonderful Pistachios and Nut Cravings websites, you will notice that the colors are very similar, if not identical. And the packaging, to me, the packaging looks kind of similar, not totally, but I can see where, they might seem related. Thank you, guys. But I want to know from you guys, if you have not seen the photo yet, please go to either my Facebook stories and my Instagram stories and go see what I'm talking about. But I want to know from you guys, do you think that Wonderful Pistachios, are they doing too much, or do they have a genuine reason to be concerned about confusion with Nut Cravings versus Wonderful Pistachios? I want to know from you guys, do you think Wonderful Pistachios is just trying to protect their brand, or are they doing too much? Are they trying to be trademark bullies? Hey. Guys, I'm pet sitting tonight. This is Kiki. So what do you guys think? Excuse me. What do you guys think? Do you think Wonderful Pistachios has an argument, or do you think they're doing too much? I don't think they're doing too much. I actually think that they're trying to protect themselves. Remember, you can trademark colors and color combinations, right? Wonderful Pistachios and Nut Cravings, they do the exact same things. They sell packaged nuts and seeds, right? So if you're in, a health food store and you see Wonderful Pistachios next to Nut Cravings, I do think that there is a possibility that you might confuse one brand for the other. So what do you guys think? Clyde's Hemp said they're protecting the brand. Sincere39 said, yeah, that's pretty close. Okay, so you guys, I guess, you guys agree with me. When I looked at the poll, most people said no, but I just feel like the fact that you're both companies that sell packaged nuts and seeds, and you're using the exact same colors, you might be, there's a possibility that you could be next to each other in, some retailer, and someone who's not looking carefully might mistake one for the other. So I think Wonderful Pistachios is totally justified for this lawsuit, and we will wait and see what happens between them. I couldn't find too much information about where exactly they're at in this lawsuit, but I will keep an eye out and update you guys as I find out things. Okay. All right. Second story that we are talking about was also brought to us by 76 Grimke. Oh, 76 Grimke said they're protecting the brand. Yeah. We are talking about our Black princess, Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle. Okay. Now, we know that Meghan Markle has had an ongoing battle with British media, British tabloids. You had a good story. Well, what is it? Let me know. Why didn't you DM it to me so I could talk about it today, Sincere39? But yes, Meghan Markle, she's been in an ongoing battle with British press, so much so that she sued the media outlet Associated News, that Associated News, who owns the Daily Mail and things like that, because they published a handwritten letter that she wrote to her father. In this letter, the letter was written a few months after she had married Prince Harry, and she wrote the letter to her father and asked him to stop talking to tabloids and to giving them false stories about her. Oreo and an Indian company named Darlie. DM it to me, Sincere39. But yeah, so Meghan sued the Associated Press because they published a handwritten letter that she wrote to her father. Can you imagine? Hey, Zephyrina, I just mailed out your shirt today, boo. Can you imagine if you wrote a letter to your mom or your dad? You took your time, you wrote your letter or your card, and it's saying all these things, good or bad, and then you find it printed in the newspaper. Can you imagine how violating that might feel? Anyway, Meghan Markle, she sued the tabloid for violating her privacy, and she also sued them for copyright infringement, because what does a copyright protect? Can anybody tell me what a copyright protects? Tell me what a copyright protects. And while you do that, I'm going to let you know that the court sided with Meghan Markle. She won her copyright infringement suit against Associated News. So they're probably going to have to fork over some money. And, now that the royal family ain't trying to sponsor Harry, she got to support her husband. But yeah, her works. Yes, 76 Grimke, because yes, it's your content. She created it. She wrote it. It was from her brain. It wasn't anything that she bought, right? So when you write a book, or you write a poem or a song, or you create a dance with professionals, or you make a sculpture, all of those things, those are your works from your imagination, and those can be protected by copyright. So that is the argument that Meghan Markle said. She said, look, I wrote this from my brain. Okay. Okay. No problem, Clyde's Hemp. You can watch the replay. She's like, I made this from my brain. This came from my heart. This was a private conversation between me and my father, something that I made just for him. And I get to say who gets to read this letter to my father. 76 Grimke said she should sue her dad just because. Now, I'm sure her dad probably sold it to the tabloids for a pretty penny. But at the end of the day, this is still Meghan Markle's creation. She wrote it. It wasn't an ongoing conversation with the dad. It was her talking to her dad, saying something, right? So Meghan won her copyright infringement suit against Associated News. Do you think that that was the right decision? Or do you think that, Meghan, you're in the public eye now. There's no such thing really, like everything's fair game. Do you think that Meghan Markle should have won? Just let me know yes or no in the comments, okay? While you do that, I want to remind you guys, you're watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my 3 times a week live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you're in the startup phase of your business and you need some legal guidance from, somebody who's been around the block a few times, go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and book yourself a free 15-minute consultation today, okay? All right. So Sincere39 said that the judge made the right decision. Meghan should have won. I agree with you, Sincere39. All right. Okay. Our last 2 stories. If you are interested in the cannabis, hold on, Inti, Meghan, and baby Archie and Harry. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. 76 gram case. Could you? Oh, your team Meghan. Okay, yeah, I'm team them too. Moving on. If you are interested in the cannabis industry, please give me a leaf emoji. If you are interested in the cannabis industry, please give me a leaf emoji. Now, while we know cannabis is, becoming legal state by state, cannabis is still not federally legal, right? And a lot of companies don't want to be associated with cannabis because of the fact that it's not federally legal. And depending on the reputation of the company, they don't want to be seen in the same arena as that. And thank you, Sincere39. Yes. Okay. Now, as cannabis is becoming more popular, we have people who are trying to enter the cannabis space without understanding how intellectual property works. This is particularly rampant in the edibles industry, right? We talked about what was it? The company that makes Sour Patch Kids. They were suing this company that was making something called Stony Patch Kids, which were basically, medicated gummies. And if you weren't really looking at the packaging, they were indistinguishable for each other. You could easily mistake one for the other. Thank you for the leaves. A company is hitting back hard. One of our beloved candy companies, Mars Wrigley's, the company that makes Skittles, Starburst, and a host of other candies that we know and love. They are suing a series of cannabis companies for violating their trademarks on their edibles. Wrigley's is suing companies. One of them is Terp Hogs. The other one is Packaging Poppy. Another one is 2020 Edibles with a Z. Suing them all for selling medicated candy. You remember that? Doing, and using their logos. Like you can get, they have something called Z Skittle. It's Skittles, but with a Z. That apparently is very popular and has been gaining a lot of traction. And Wrigley's is sick of it. They're like, we are tired of you illegal cannabis companies out here using our, logos for your medicated candies. Now, why do you think, hi, lovely Nikki, why do you think companies like Mars and Wrigley's, why do you think they don't want to be associated with cannabis companies? Why do you think they don't want to maybe collaborate? Yes, Zephyrina, how dare they misuse the Z? Why do you think these cannabis companies that make Skittles and Starburst and all the things that we love, why wouldn't they rather collaborate with these cannabis companies as opposed to suing them for trademark infringement? Why do you think that is? Why do you think? Why do you think that is? I kind of hinted at it at the beginning of the story. If you are a candy company, why don't you want to be associated with the cannabis industry? Come on, y'all. I know you look. Yes, Zephyrina, absolutely. Candy is marketed to children. So let's say you get a package of your medicated Skittles or your medicated Starburst, and little Keisha or little John are running around, and they're like, "Ooh, I want some candy," and they see your medicated candies and they eat it, right? And something happens to Keisha or John. The companies, Mars and Wrigley's, they do not want to be held responsible. So they are making a public declaration that we do not condone this. This company doesn't have the right to use our mark. We are not condoning the use of cannabis, particularly because we are a company that specializes in treats that children love. They are a family-friendly company. They don't want to be associated with cannabis because even though cannabis is becoming legal on a state level, it is still illegal federally, and it's an adult product. It would be like Skittles endorsing alcohol, which they're not going to do. Exactly, Zephyrina. It's a huge liability. And we know that we live in a very litigious society here in the US of A. All right. So, yes, for those of you out here who are getting into the edibles industry, or if you have friends or folks who are into the edibles industry, make sure, let them know. These companies, they're out here looking for y'all too. Don't think just because you change a letter around that you can get away with this. They are looking at you, okay? They're looking at you. All right. Oh, guys, if you weren't here before, this is Kiki. I'm pet sitting tonight. So she is a guest host. All right. Moving on to our last story of the evening. And again, this has to do with the cannabis industry. This is why I entitled the show tonight, Cannabis Isn't Legal Yet, folks, because apparently people are forgetting that cannabis isn't legal. So we have all heard of the company Uber, right? And of course, Uber has the word Uber trademarked for transportation services. But Uber has a bunch of other trademarks as well. There's Uber Eats. If you have used Uber Eats, give me some type of food emoji. There's Uber X, which is one of the type of rides that you can get. There's Uber Pool, Uber Presents, and Uber Air. I guess that's for the chopper service they have. But yes, Uber owns a number of trademarks with the word Uber in them, right? And over the years, Uber has really created a name for themselves. People, they use Uber as a verb. They're like, I'm Ubering to such and such, whatever. Uber they out here, right? So Uber is very protective over who is using their name, right? And because they are such, a widely used company, one that families use, one that everybody uses, they don't want to be associated with anything illegal. There is a company out here that tried to trademark the name Uber Herbs, and they tried to trademark it in the industry of transport and delivery of goods. When you go to their Instagram, they describe it as, they will deliver herbal remedies to your home. Okay. They're going to deliver herbal remedies to your home. Thank you guys for the emojis. Yes. But yeah, so Uber Herbs, I guess, they were out here trying to be a cannabis delivery service. They are located in DC, where, yes, it is legal to possess, consume, and grow your cannabis, but under no circumstances are you to be able to make money from it if you are not a dispensary, right? So this company that's based in DC, they're trying to do a cannabis delivery service, but they're trying to be sneaky about it and naming their company Uber Herbs. So Uber is, they're opposing Uber Herbs application. They're like, look, we are Uber out in these streets. We have so many Uber trademarks. If you were to allow Uber Herbs to pass, people might think that Uber Herbs is associated with Uber, the company. Do you think that Uber, the conglomerate, has a valid argument here? If the USPTO were to pass and allow Uber Herbs to trademark that phrase Uber Herbs, if you saw the phrase Uber Herbs, would you think that it was associated with Uber, the company that we have come to know and love? Is Uber doing what they're supposed to do, or are they just being a bully? Let me know what you think. What 76 Grim K? Uber's doing what they need to do? You got to clarify, my dear. Clarify. You know I be forgetting. I'm old. I be forgetting what I say as soon as I say it. So, give me your answers. Do you think that Uber is in the right? Or do you think that Uber is doing too much? I think Uber is doing what they got to do. I went to these Uber Herbs people. They don't know nothing. I'm sorry. Like, they should have been watching my show. Had they been watching my show, they would not be in this position today. 76 Grim said, yes, Uber is protecting the brands. All right. Yes, but that is exactly why I entitled today's show, Cannabis Isn't Legal Yet, y'all. You cannot use these people's trademarks. You cannot file a trademark for your cannabis company, okay? At least not yet, all right? I'm sure we're getting close to legalization, but it is not here yet. So no, you cannot trademark your cannabis trademarks. And no, you cannot use other companies' logos, all right? They will sue you. Those were the stories that I had for you tonight. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me per usual. I want to say thank you to my guest co-host Kiki. I want to thank Toby for not being too jealous. I want to thank you guys for being awesome and, giving me great stories and giving me great feedback. I want to say goodnight to my parents. We will be back. Oh, before I sign off for the night, y'all, this Friday is my mommy's birthday. So I need you guys to say happy birthday in the comments to my mom, okay? It's my mom's birthday this Friday, okay? She is, just getting fine as wine as she gets older. So I want to see all y'all say happy birthday to Marlene. All right? That's my mommy's name. Hey, Papa. All right. Mom, and as you're watching this, my mom watches this show every day. Mom, Zephyrina says happy birthday. I'm saying happy birthday even though I'm going to talk to you tomorrow and the day after. Oh, y'all ain't going to say happy birthday to my mama? Okay. Thank you. Mom 76 Grimke said happy birthday, Miss Marlene. Zephyrina said happy birthday, Marlene, again. All right. Well, happy birthday, Mommy. I can't wait. I will be home this summer, now that I'm all vaccinated and stuff. It's cool, hun. But yes, this is where I leave you, lovelies. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves. I will be back on Monday with more stories, okay? Good night.